and then it'd work for a minute, and then we'd fuck something up, and then I'll know Dutch, if you remember Kodiak. Uh,
This
Kodiak,
sounds familiar.
he was a battle rapper back in the day. Like he passed away in at the end of 2014. But I was always out freestyling with him. Like I'd go to his house just to smoke and record freestyles on little tapes and shit, like on his little mini recorder. It was like a digital mini recorder, and then he would put them on CD for us and shit like that. But he had gone to high school with this dude named Chris Paxton, and he's telling me, I'm like, he's at my house, me and Kodiak at my house trying to record some shit, and he's like, you should just call Paxton. And I'm like, who's Paxton? He's like, oh man, he's a dude I went to high school with. He's got a real studio. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go and he takes me to Oakland to like just like literally in the fucking the east. Like you don't want to be in that part of Oakland like at all. It just happens to be where there's this cheap ass old warehouse with a bunch of rehearsal rooms and a big ass studio. And there's this kid in there, bro. He's like 20 years old, but he's got a band, and his whole band paid money to rent the space. And he had gone to Expressions College, which is like a studio engineer school. And
I remember expressions.
he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna start recording with this dude. You should meet him." So we go meet him and shit. And he didn't have all the shit yet, but he had enough to where he could record you. You could be in the other room in the booth, hit record, Pro Tools, all the shit. So I just took all of my gear and brought it to his spot, and then we kind of combined, because he was also learning how to record. So me and El Money had all these fucking songs, bro, like a million songs ready to go, and he was like, "I'll just record all of them for free," and because he was taking it like I'm learning how to record you motherfuckers too, because that was what his job. He's trying to get a job. He's trying to basically build up a recording studio, and that's almost like 20 years ago. And that studio's still running so well today that he don't even got to fucking be there. He's got people running it for him and shit. And he's out in LA making music and doing all this dope shit that I live
Crazy.
vicariously through him. So Chris Paxton Nexus Audio Studios in Oakland is where we did all that shit. So we're just banging out songs back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah, but there's something interesting that's also there. You brought something to the table beyond just music. You had gear, right? Like that's a part of the equation where a lot of other people's stories go, and the guy wasn't as interested in me after because you didn't just come like that. You're like, yo, I got this. It just shows that even it isn't necessarily that you need to have gear, but that you have something value that you bring to the table beyond. You're serious to that level, like a display of that. I just think that's an interesting part too that should be highlighted.
well, bro, it literally was, back then. I mean, I bought a $2,000 keyboard, a $3,000 Neumann microphone, and like, what better place to let that shit sit than in a real fucking studio? You know what I mean? And I'm recording there for free, so it was definitely a very synergistic kind of
Synergistic,
relationship.
Yeah,
synergistic.
Synergistic, yeah. It's like a relationship that we have where we're both learning. Like I'm learning how to record, he's learning how to record, like the right way. This microphone this is his. He gave me this shit so I could do my little home setup. But so it was a definitely learning process. That studio has grown like tremendously over the years. Everybody knows about that spot out here, and we were like the first motherfuckers to ever record there. Everybody's been there, bro. Like you name them, they've recorded in that studio now.
wow, that's like really cool. Like
That's super dope.
sometimes people say stuff, and I just like realize it's like a historical, like big thing for music that I don't
Yeah,
know a lot about,
like you
but
got to think about it. It's a
it's like wow,
studio in the Bay, right? So like I'm pretty sure that like if we start listing off Bay Area artists, like Frank's gonna
everybody.
be like, yeah, he recorded there too.
Yeah.
Like Raphael Sadiq,
Yep.
of course, of course. So of course
I
Raphael Sadiq would have recorded
I
there.
don't really know
2020
that
20
many.
might have broke up already by then, so
No,
maybe
but you
not
know
them.
what though? They did. One of them did go. I remember he hit me up like, "Yo, Tony's here," and I'm like, "Which one?" And he's like, "Tony." uh, uh,
Maybe Dwayne Wiggins, you know?
uh, to, uh, Tony's parents actually used to live around the corner from me when I lived back in Hayward. So that was definitely another. I was always slapping some Tony too, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
So
like the
and
names
then
have been there.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we keep on going down the like
I don't like
litany of like
it's
Bay
I don't
Area
know.
artists that we
I
can name.
like
In the past 20 years, I mean, Too Short, Mr. Fab, AP9, I mean, Spice One. I did a 12-hour studio session with Shock G, which was just the most incredible experience ever.
Rest in peace.
And just like the whole vibe of that spot, like it's something about it. You know what I mean? Like it's like an epicenter of all types of music, and it's not just rap. It's not just a rap studio. Like he said, he's in a band. They do a lot of reggae shit. Like full bands come there, like jazz bands and shit, record there, and he's got that whole setup. So everybody knows about that spot for sure.
And you're the first to go there.
Yeah.
Literally was the first.
But not just that, you
Well,
helped.
Kodiak was the first. Kodiak was the
Yeah,
first.
that's
But
fair.
he
You're
brought me
the
in.
first to come in and be here on this show telling. You're the second, fine.
You're-
Second still like the first. You're the first, and you brought gear, so
Oh.
you helped infrastructurally build up the place.
I thought you said Shock G. My fault.
I did.
Oh, okay. When you said
Yeah.
Shock G, I said rest in peace. The homie was
Yeah,
hitting
Humpty.
me up.
Yeah.
Chuck D. He said
No.
Chuck D isn't dead. I think he might have misheard.
No, Humpty Hump. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.